You know, if you work in a regulated industry, compliance can often feel like it's working against you, right? Well, today, we're going to flip that on its head. We're going to talk about a simple but really powerful idea, making compliance work for you.
So where is this all coming from? This is from the specialists over at Compliance Consultant. Now, they're a top-tier UK FCA regulatory consultancy, but you might know them better as the Compliance Doctor, the expert team that gets called in to diagnose and treat the absolute toughest regulatory headaches.
Okay, let's get right to the heart of the problem. If you're running an FCA-regulated firm, you know the feeling I'm talking about, that constant, never-ending stream of regulatory updates. It feels like a storm that just won't let up. It's a challenge every single compliance pro knows inside and out. So let me ask you a direct question, and be honest. Does this sound familiar? Is your team constantly in firefighting mode? You know, jumping from one deadline to the next, treating every single new consultation paper like it's a code red crisis?
If you're nodding along, you know it's a much bigger problem than just being stressed out. That reactive approach, it's actively cranking up your firm's risk profile while at the same time inflating your costs. Let's be really clear here. This isn't just inefficient, it's expensive, and frankly, it's dangerous.
And here's the thing. You have to see how all these consequences feed each other. It's a domino effect. Bad resource planning? That leads to missed deadlines. Treating every little change like an emergency? That shoots your risk exposure through the roof. And all of it, every single time, leads to higher costs, whether it's in staff burnout, potential fines, or pricey cleanup projects. It is a truly vicious cycle.
But what if you could actually break that cycle? This is exactly where expert guidance comes into play. The Compliance Doctor is in, and the whole idea is to get you out of that reactive state and into a position of control.
And the solution isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about having a proactive framework. And that is precisely what Compliance Consultant specializes in, building robust systems that are tailor-made for the core requirements of the FCA Handbook. And look, this is not generic, high-level advice. We're talking about tangible, practical support for the specific rules you live and breathe every single day. Things like your obligations under SISC, that's your systems and controls, or even SOUP for your regulatory notifications. This whole approach is built for the real world of FCA regulation.
So how do you actually put this into practice? Well, the answer is the Regulatory Horizon Scanning and Impact Assessment Playbook. Really, you can just think of it as the doctor's prescription for taking back control of your entire regulatory change process. Now, at the heart of this playbook is a concept called regulatory horizon scanning. I know, it might sound a little complex, but it's really not. All it means is having a structured system to see what's coming down the road from the regulators, figure out what it actually means for your business, and then plan for it, long before it becomes a last-minute panic.
And this just shows you perfectly how the playbook turns that chaos into total clarity. It breaks the whole thing down into 4 simple, manageable steps. You go from just guessing to systematically monitoring, from worrying about impact to assessing it with a clear method, from rushing projects to planning with proper milestones, and, maybe best of all, from explaining failures to reporting real progress to your board.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and look inside this toolkit. What are the actual tools that the Compliance Doctor is prescribing to make all this happen? Let's break it down.
These features are all about being practical. First off, you get comprehensive source coverage. So we're talking FCA, HM Treasury, you're not going to miss a critical update. Next, the structured impact scoring helps you cut through the noise and focus on what actually matters. And this next one, this is a huge one. Board-ready reporting templates. Just think of the time you'll save and the confidence you'll have walking into that meeting. And finally, a full audit trail gives you that hard evidence you need to prove your diligence to the regulators. So how do you get started? Well, there are 3 packages here, designed to fit whatever you need. The standard package? That's perfect for getting your foundation solid, giving you those core templates for tracking and impact. If you need to communicate your work upwards, then the professional tier is for you. It adds those crucial planning and board reporting tools we just talked about. And for firms that want that permanent strategic edge, the annual subscription is the whole shebang. It includes everything, plus quarterly updates and alerts, so your horizon scanning is always sharp. So here's the bottom line. You don't have to be stuck in that reactive cycle anymore. You can take control of your firm's regulatory destiny, and you can start doing it today.
It really all boils down to this one simple, powerful idea. Stop being reactive. Start being proactive.
And look, that isn't just a nice tagline. It's a fundamental shift in how you manage compliance, how you manage risk, and how you manage the future of your business. If you are ready to make that shift, your next step is really simple. Get in touch with the team at Compliance Consultant, the home of the Compliance Doctor. You can call them on the free phone number or just book a no-obligation discovery call directly using the link right there on your screen. Go on, take the first step towards making compliance truly work for you.